A very good morning, my dear children. I hope you are safe and secure at home. Stay home, stay safe. Welcome back to our geography online class, 10th lesson, food security. So in the previous class you have studied availability of food grains, access to food, availability of other food items. This lesson, the most important point, public distribution system, PDS. PDS means public distribution system. Public means it is something issued the people. Distribution in public, they distributed through procedure of system. What they are distributed here, as per our lesson, we are going to distribute the food grains for the people. Ration shops are important means for people to access food grains in India. One survey was conducted in 2009-10 to know whether families in different states procure food grains from public distribution system, fair price shops, and how much are they part of the total food grains consumption. So here southern states of India have good record in public distribution system. These are the states that have followed a universal PDS system, which means that low cost food grains would be available to all. So PDS is located in almost all the southern states of India, that has per the cards or as per the categories of the people whose income are very less than the required level. Like some members have 70,000 per annum as per the calculation of the government, those who are below poverty line. So here the very poor have different entitlements, guarantees for access. For example, the Antyodaya card holder are entitled to get 35 kgs of food grains per month for family. So people recognized by the government that particular state issue cards for them, issuing like various cards for them, like white card, pink card, next Antyodaya card, and green cards. These cards will ensure that to entitle to get the rice or grains at very less cost for them. For example, they get rice for 2 rupees per kg. They sufficient to provide individual 5 kgs of rice as per the family required. For example, 5 members in the family will get 4 into 5, 20 kgs of rice available for very less cost of 20 rupees. That is for the white card as per the issues of the Andhra state. And when it is comes to the Antyodaya scheme, we have available for Antyodaya scheme 35 kgs of rice. It is like per kg per rupee. That is the reason why we get the rice distributed. So these all are distributed the PDS. PDS take care of the distribution of rice. Then comes to the pulses, wheat and other items like sugar, some amount of kerosene, some amount of dal. All these things are issued by the government to ensure the people to get the amount at very low level for them, which is required for them for less amount of cost. And buffer stock. The government provided very low level costs and each and every item, but now situation is, if providing all these things for them less cost also, Is it able to meet requirement of the people? Yes, we have the helping of the people. For example, rickshaw puller, where he is able to buy for 15 days the amount what we have given to him, rice, dal, whatever it is. He is sufficient for 15 days. He spent 200 to 30 amount for him and he brought some items. What about for the next 15 days? He is able to get sufficient food. So he work hard and to pull the rickshaw, all these things, and he is able to get it back. Are we able to provided him safety or security? No. Are everybody provide the sufficient amount of food grains for them appropriate time? Yes. We have a system of PDS, public distribution system. Public distribution system supported by the buffer stock. The stock of food grains, mainly wheat and rice, procured and maintained by the government through Food Corporation of India FCI is called buffer stock. What is buffer stock? Buffer stock means a store stock. We store the amount of rice under the FCI, Food Corporation of India, buys rice from the rural people or farmers directly, get the price. Announced for them, that price announced for them earlier for their crops. This is called MSP, minimum support price. Here, the FCI purchased wheat and rice from the farmers in states where there is surplus production. The farmers are paid pre-announced price for their crops. This price is called minimum support price, MSP. The MSP is declared by government agency every year. So, FCI Corporation, Food Corporation of India, buys rice from the rural people or the farmers directly, get the price. Price announced for them earlier for their crops. This is called minimum support price. The price announced earlier for their crops, that is called minimum support price. State and central government procure nearly 1/3 of food grains from farmers. These food grains are distributed to people through various mechanisms. In recent time, the government agencies are procuring more food grains than what is required to meet the public distribution system. So FCI, Food Corporation of India, maintain the buffer stock which is distributed for the public distribution system as per the guidelines of the government of the particular states. The Indian government came out with a new law in 2013 called the National Food Security Act to legalize people's right to food. It applies to approximately 2/3 of population of India. So recently 2013 the government of India under National Food Security Act, right to food is covered 3/4 rural and one half of the urban population can be benefits of PDS. Right to Food Act, entirely 2/3 of India population may get benefits of this PDS public distribution system. National Food Security Act and implements schemes such as Integrated Child Development Scheme ICDS. In recent times, the Indian judiciary also has become proactive in ensuring food security. So National Food Security Act scheme providing Integrated Child Development Scheme by the central government issued Supreme Court guidelines. All the state governments that every government should ensure that they provide a cook hot meal for the children, plus That should be a very hygienic condition. So, such schemes existed on a small scale in a few states like Tamil Nadu. This scheme now being implemented in all the states. About 14 crore children studying in schools eat midday meals today. So, earlier this scheme issued or run only a small regions in a small scale in the Tamil Nadu state, but now it is running in the entire nation, especially South India. So it is covering 14 crores children, which is largest scheme in the world like midday meals program. It is compulsory all the areas, and it is even in the Anganwadis also. They are providing hot cooked meal provided for them. It is very hygienic condition. Let us now learn about nutritious status. The nutritious status of adult and children is studied before a judge that the food consumed is adequate or not. This study of nutrition levels also help us to inform that the scheme and legal act of government on food security are working effectively or not, and where the implementation problems are. Which means if nutrition levels are poor in a region, that the Food Security Act may not be implemented, or there could be a problem in distributing good food items to the people. The food consumed by us gives us energy for daily activities, for growth, and gives capacity to be healthy and fight illness. The food that is consumed is classified as carbohydrates. These provide energy and are available more in wheat, rice, ragi, jowar, oils, sugar, fat, etc. Proteins help growth and regeneration of body tissues, and these are widely available in beans, dal, meat, egg, rice, wheat, etc. Vitamins provided protection and ensure the working of many vital systems of the body, and are more in food such as fruits, leafy vegetables, and etc. Minerals. These are required in small quantities for many important functions such as iron and blood formation. This is provided through green leafy vegetables, ragi, etc. A survey conducted by the National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad (NIN), across many states in the country confirmed to overall alarming status of nutrition in the country. The nutritional status of children, simple but accurate measurement of height and weight. In Anganwadis centers, and observed how this is carried out. For example, when we plot the weight of a child against his age, it tells us whether the child is underweight. This is for one child. What does the NIN survey indicate? Out of the 7,000 children in the age group 1 to 5 years examined in the survey from many states in the country, 45% of children are underweight. Their weight was less than what is expected by normal standards. The report says the overall prevalence of underweight was about 45%, and it was significantly higher among 3 to 5 years compared to 1 to 3 years children. The prevalence was more than 50% in the states of Gujarat, 58%, Madhya Pradesh 56.9%, and Uttar Pradesh 52.2%, and observed lowest in Kerala 24%. So the overall prevalence of severe underweight was about 16%. The nutrition status among adult men and women is measured using body mass index BMI. BMI means body mass index. Body mass index is measured weight in kilograms, height in meters squared. Body mass index BMI, mass, weight and height. BMI defined is the body mass divided by the squares of the body height, universally expressed weight in kilograms in height in meters. With the help of body mass is you can find out normal health and weight. The World Health Organization regards a BMI is 18.5 is underweight. It is indicate malnutrition and eating disorder and diseases. BMI is greater than 25 is considered to overweight. The body mass index universally expressed kilograms per meter squares, mass in kilograms, height in meters. In the term BMI is used for formally, unit is usually omitted. If your mass is equal to 160.937 pounds or 73 kgs, at your height is 69 inches or 1.7526 meters. Then your body mass index 23.76 and you will be considered as normally. So, in this lesson, first section examined the issue of food security from the point of view of overall production of food in the country. Next, we discussed how availability is measured. A worrying fact is that per person availability of food grains has actually not risen but declined in the recent year. Next, PDS is not effective in places where they are most needed. The serious situation is revealed through nutrition surveys that show children and adults as being underweight in a chronic way. Over a long period of time, 35% to 45% of people are consuming less food than they should. A large section of people are malnourished, are hungry, even when we have adequate food in the country. So, this issue of food security needs careful thinking and effort in all the above directions. Thank you.